Chapter 10. For the next couple of weeks, I looked for Bertha. In the lot, a building began to form. Where in the summer there had been sunflowers, nasturtiums, tomatoes, lettuce, and peas, was now a slab of concrete for a parking lot. It seemed to happen overnight. Of course, my dad had commentary on that. It took 100 years to build the Colosseum, but they're putting up this one in 30 days. I wouldn't house a paper doll in there. Now, Pop, Mom said, remember your blood pressure. My blood pressure is so low, I could be dead. He'd been cranky since the day we looked for Bertha. Over banana splits, I'd laid out the whole story to him about Bertha and how it worried me that now she wouldn't have anywhere to grow vegetables or hang out during the day, or even worse, there would be no one to listen to her speeches. I'm sure she could find a nice park or something, he offered. Then he went on one of his tirades about how the tax money had all been spent on legal battles and scandals instead of useful things. She definitely seems like a nut, so I hope she's not in a nut house, Sharon commented when I told her about Bertha. Mental institution, Mom corrected. Mom was shuffling around the storeroom, looking for some birdseed that had disappeared. 'Cause in nut houses, Sharon explained, they let the inmates sleep in their own poop and don't feed them, and they keep the violent ones with everyone else. They're patients, Sharon, Mom argued, and I don't think conditions are like that anymore. They were once. After Mom left, Sharon closed the math book. I'd actually been getting somewhere with all the studying. Maybe it was osmosis, like Felty said. I'd looked up the word, and it means the gradual assimilation of facts, ideas, or habits that seem to occur without conscious or deliberate effort. It also means the diffusion of fluid through a semi-permeable membrane, resulting in equalization of the pressures on each side. But I'm sure Felty meant the first one. My grades had improved, and Felty said I didn't need tutoring until the next transition, meaning until we moved on to some new stuff. But Sharon and I were still polishing up my skills, doing drills, just being sure I got it. More and more, I must admit, our conversations drifted to other subjects. It's a mystery, Sharon said. And I love a mystery. What's a mystery? The disappearance of Bertha. I'll tell you another mystery, I said. What? 2 more pets have disappeared, a gerbil and a frog. Did you tell your mom? No, I didn't want to upset her. I'm surprised she didn't notice. Well, I take care of the gerbils, and they're always hiding in their litter or their playground, and the frogs camouflage themselves. Besides, she's been really distracted. And something else. What? Supplies are missing too. She thinks she forgot to order birdseed. Well, I did the inventory last week, and we're missing more than birdseed. Wow, maybe your mom and dad should install video cameras. Yeah, this kid came in last Saturday with his mom, and he wanted a snake really bad. His mom was after a puppy, and she told him that she didn't like reptiles and stuff. He knocked over a rack that had all the pet care books, ran around like a little maniac, screaming and crying. Weird. But I figure that someone must have stolen stuff during the commotion. Otherwise, I don't know. We've got to figure this out. 2 mysteries. I know. What? Houdini, huh? Magic. You know how you said Houdini could get in and out of places with a combination of will and skill? Yeah? Well, there's a clue in that. Who can get in and out of the cages? You might as well say there's a clue in Eleanor Roosevelt. Don't be silly, but wait. Maybe there is to the mystery of Bertha, because Eleanor Roosevelt was one of the first ladies to really deal with social issues. When there were these starving coal miners and stuff, she helped them build a town that would really function as a community. And when the Daughters of the American Revolution wouldn't let Marian Anderson sing at a concert in the Constitution Hall because she was black, Mrs. Roosevelt quit the DAR and invited her to sing on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. Sharon's face was all lit up. If she'd told me she was going to run for president that very moment, I'd have believed her.